All right, so we are working on another example where we're going to add our linear expressions. And so we've previously moved from our bin system to mentally seeing each of our terms and being able to reorganize them using the commutative property. But I'm going to show you how to set up your problem like a regular math problem, as if you were solving it by hand. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing we're going to do is take care of any double signs. So we want to do that first. Get everything out of the parentheses. It just makes it a lot easier for you when you're working with it. So here what we see is this and that. We do not see a sign in front of here. However, we know that if there is no sign, we know that that's positive, right? So a positive and a positive means that that's going to be a positive, and then a positive and a negative means that this is going to be a negative, right? So to rewrite this, it would look like this 9. Oh, that's bad. All right, so it would look like this 9 plus 1/3 x. I'm going to take it out of the parentheses. And then we have plus 5/12 x. And then we have minus 4. Okay. So this is what our problem looks like when it comes outside of the parentheses. Now we're going to set it up like we would with a traditional math problem. So we're going to take our constant. So I have 9, right? And I'm going to subtract 4. Okay. So we've taken care of the constants. And then here I have a 1/3 x, and that's positive. So I'm going to say plus 1/3 x, right? And then here I have 5/12 x. So I'm going to say plus 5/12 x. Okay. So this looks like a traditional math problem, although I know we see variables, but we're setting it up this way and we're going to go and solve for it. Okay. All right. So what we have is 9 minus 4. That means that we're left with 5. And then we have 1/3 plus 5/12. Well, let's work on that one real quick. So we have 1/3 plus 5/12. Okay. So remember, we need a common denominator. We want to look for the least common denominator, which means if I'm talking about multiples of threes and 12s, 3, 6, 9, 12. And then here, if I start with 12. So our least common denominator is going to be 12. So this will be 12. This is also going to be 12. And then how do I go from 3 to 12? Well, you'll have to multiply by 4. And how do I go from 12 to 12? Well, you're multiplying by 1. So 4 times 1, my new numerator is going to be 4. 5 times 1 will give me 5. And we're adding those together. So 4 plus 5 gives me 9/12. Okay. So what we're saying here is that this is plus 9/12 x. But it's not in its simplest form, that 9/12, right? Because we know that our 9/12, we can divide both of them by 3. So if I divide them both by 3, then we end up with 3/4, right? So our simplified version is going to be 5 plus 3/4 x. All right. And this is your simplified expression.